Hello everybody, my name is Walter and this is episode 22 of my Redstone Commands Series. In this episode I want to cover a rather specialized command which is the Enchant command. Now this command is used to add a specified enchantment onto the item in the main hand of entities. There are a few limitations with it. First of all, the entity actually must have a main hand defined. So the entity is generally a player, a mob, or an armor stand or similar. Secondly, the item must actually be allowed to hold that enchantment. So you can't put conflicting enchantments on that item. So if there is already Silk Touch on it, you can't put Fortune on it. Or if there is already Fortune 1 on it, you can't put Fortune 3 on it, since it's not replacing but adding, and subsequently you would have conflict there. So very similar to how an anvil works. The item must also be allowed to actually hold that enchantment. So you can't put any kind of enchantment on a block of dirt, or you can put sharpness on some armor boots or something like that. Now, this may sound very limited, but there are actually a few things I can think of where this might be useful. So if you're, for example, building an adventure map and you want to have an enchanting shop where you are dealing with tokens, or if you have a shrine for some god and you do a task and then your item gets enchanted. So this is one case. Or maybe in a PvP arena where you have some points where you can upgrade your weapons, but you have to decide whether you want a weak enchantment now or a strong enchantment later. Just a few ideas there. Anyway, let's get to the command itself. How does the command work? Well, we start with the name of the command, enchant. Then we specify the targets. Again, this is not the item we're targeting. We are targeting the entity that holds that item in the main hand. So you can use a player name, you can use a unique identifier, for example, for armor stand, or you can use a target selector, which is the most common case. Then you specify the enchantment. I will put a link in the description to the Wiki article where all of those enchantments are listed, also with the allowed for items. And then optionally, you can define a level. So for example, Fortune 3. If you don't define it, it defaults to 1. And with that, let's show you a few examples of the use of this command. So for that, let me get maybe some armor, a weapon, and a tool. And now let's select the armor first. And here I have just prepared a few examples. So Silk Touch, Efficiency 1 and 5, Fortune 3, Mending, and Unbreaking. So very simple, you can see here. By the way, this Minecraft double point before the name of the enchantment is somewhat optional. I'm just putting in here in case of someone adding a new enchantment with the same name via a data pack or something like that. Anyway, so let's see. Okay, obviously Silk Touch will not work because Chestplate doesn't allow for that. Similar with efficiency, mending I can put on it. And I can also put unbreaking on it as an example. Also protection and similar. For a sword, it's similar. A Silk Touch doesn't work. Efficiency doesn't work. I could put loot on it, mending, obviously, unbreaking, and so on. For the tool here, let's say, okay, I put efficiency on it. 1 in this case, efficiency 5 can't be put on it since there is already 1 on it. So I can't put both enchantments on it. Silk Touch works, but now Fortune doesn't work since it's conflicting with Silk Touch. Mending, unbreaking, and so on. And now I have some enchanted gear. So as I said, very simple to use, but might be interesting for certain types of adventure maps. And with that, we have reached the end of this episode about the enchant command. I hope you enjoyed it, and well, see ya!